Hello FlossTube, my name is Yanni and this is a stitch with me, a quickie one because I'm a little under the weather and sick, and perhaps I shouldn't be talking, better resting, but I, I, I wake up really early this morning, and I mean like 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm still in my PJs, and I decided to stitch a little and start, watching floss tubes and enjoying really the company of the Stitch With Me videos. And I decided, you know what, I could make a little one. So yeah, I was watching Michelle, Bendy Stitches, and Christine stitching all the things, and I love her. She's so sweet. And I also was watching Luda, and oh my god, I love her and I hate her because she has the most amazing collection of finishes, and all of her work is so gorgeous. And it's always so inspiring. Follow her pictures and her videos, and all of her work is so thoughtful and so well done. I mean, yeah, she's amazing. And I enjoy so much watching her videos. And it's great that because she already has a channel in Russian, and but now since she has started making her videos in English, it's so much easy to follow her. And because even in Russian you just enjoy all of her work, but it's always nice to be able to understand the all the details. And because of that, she was talking today about one of her Rioli's kit. She loves to stitch these beautiful like reproductions of famous paintings. So she was talking in really amazing detail about how you should work these kits, and how many threads of floss you have to use, and all of those. And it's really interesting how she show all of that. And she was talking about how she was going to, once she finished that work, that reproduction of a painting, she's going to take the stitching piece with her to the museum where the original paint is displayed, so she can compare with her stitching piece. So yeah, it's very inspiring. And a lot of more FlossTube videos I've been watching. Well, in the few minutes that I have, And I'm also, of course, watch my FlossTube in Spanish. And precisely yesterday, I record a very special video in Spanish about how the the community in Spanish has been change and evolution, the evolution of the floss tube in Spanish, because a few months ago there were really not many Spanish teachers who had a channel or who shares these videos about cross stitch, and they are wonderful teachers, and the quality of the work is amazing. So slowly we have a lot more channels in Spanish to enjoy. So I made a video about this evolution and all of this change, and how it's always a process. Changes are not always easy to embrace or to accept, and but fortunately it's been a lovely journey, because we can now share in our language all of our experience. We are sharing many techniques, and even not just the technical part of the stitching, but our taste, our tips for organization, and it's been creating this local newspaper, or worldwide newspaper with all the novelties and the new designs and the new materials. And it's great because we can be stitching together all around the world with our fellow stitching friends, and it's been great. We have now the famous problem that we don't have enough time to watch all the new videos in Spanish, and it's a wonderful problem to have. And we can know all different projects, and as I've been saying in other videos, Latin American stitchers and mainly Spanish stitchers love to work in really large pieces and heaven and earth kind of pieces, and it's amazing watching all the progression of their work, and how they because we just not share the language, but also we share our unfortunately our problems and our difficulties, as we don't really have access to many of the materials and to many of the designs, even things that perhaps in the United States are really easy things to get, like fabric, like threads and flosses, and fancy flosses and silks. In our countries it's really hard to get access to those things, and it's been really really interesting to talk about that, and to share how we well, first of all, how we know all of these materials through the internet, and how can we have access to them, and the sites where you can get it. And it's hard because it's not always easy to order something from the United States or from England or France or Italy, and because we don't really have that in hand. It's for example, the I'm of course a Mirabilia lover, and I really adore Nora Corbett and all her beautiful designs and everything. And here in Mexico, I don't have a store who sells these patterns. I have to order from the United States, and it will be so easy for me to get all the patterns that I want, that I love, that I've been known through the internet, in my city or at least in my country. And it's not always that easy. Sometimes I can find kits. Dimension kits are very common here. Even Riolis kits are also, you can find here in Mexico. DMC, Anchor flosses. But the fabric, you only get some types of Aida, and that's it. You can get linen. Sometimes you can, if you're lucky, you can get Luganas, but they only sold here 25 Luganas, and it's really rare. So, and here in Mexico, we are lucky because we have all this. But if you travel to Venezuela, to Colombia, to Argentina, to Chile, there are it's getting harder to get all those materials. And in Spain, they have many of these fabrics or flosses or patterns, but they also have to order many things outside the country. So it's interesting to be able to talk and to connect with another channels and with another stitchers to talk about this kind of difficulties that we had. And of course, it's also inspiring to be able to talk about how we solve this kind of problems, how we, the love of cross stitch is still there, and we find the ways to keep stitching. So yeah, it's been such a wonderful journey, and being able to interact with all of these wonderful stitchers. My cat, it's trying to get some attention, and yeah, that's it. And talking about finding the way. I love to dye my fabrics and my flosses and precisely because the lack of products here. So I love to hashtag make my own stash. So I dyed some flosses yesterday, and I got a cone of DMC. It's 500 grams of floss, of white floss. It's about, I don't know, more than 200 skeins of floss. So I decided to play a little with some colors, and I dyed some some skins, and this time I make it a little different because I had the full cone, so I put together like big rings of floss, about the equivalent of 10 skins of regular DMC. So the skin of DMC, it's 8 meters. So I made this 80 meters of white floss, and this kind of hanks of floss. So I didn't have to dye individually each skin of DMC. So I did 9 pieces of these hanks, and I love the results. The colors are very vibrant and very rich, and I feel like somebody wrote me a comment that it was like having my own Floss of the Month club, or being part of that. So yeah. And that it's also one of the things that we really suffer here, because every time I order something, the time frame for me to get the things that I order, it's really long, and I have to wait a long time. So yeah. Yeah, I make my own. But yeah, it has been fun. I am also dyed just a couple of fabrics. A dear friend asked me for a very pale fabric, and I tried to dye a really relaxed and vintage looking fabric. So yeah, and yeah, I will make this little normal skin of floss with the big hanks of DMC. So I will show you once I finish all the process. And I just dyed 9 large hanks, but I have still like 20 left. So yeah, I have material to have fun for a couple of months or a weeks. So yeah, keep watching. I will show you more colors and flosses. So I am stitching Zelda from Mirabilia. I really wanted to finish all the black part of the dress. I'm almost done. I need to return here and finish this little part. It's also black, and then start with the flowers and finish the rest of the design in a couple of months. So yeah, but I'm really enjoying her. I actually really don't want to finish her because she's such a joy to work on. Very easy and pretty. So yeah, I don't have the urge to finish her. But I say one thing one day and something different the next, so don't pay attention. And I want to work on my dead by cross stitch because I'm participated in a precisely in an Spanish SAL. So yeah, I need to finish the second a second page or another page in this in the month of May. So yeah, I need to to be working on her. And yeah, I was thinking on a little bit in my projects for the next month. I won't be able to be joining Stitch Mania. I don't have a plan. Perhaps it's going to be a Stitch Mania of stitch whatever you want, whatever you can't. So that sounds like a plan for me. So yeah, that's the plan, the no plan thing. And that's it. I guess that's the little stitch with me for today. I will rest my voice a little because it's getting difficult. And thank you for joining me, for stitching with me a little. I will continue with this beauty for a few minutes and then change the project. And I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.